Hello, mic test.
Hello, hello. Can
Hello,
y'all
hello.
welcome to
Welcome to
our
our little podcast.
wow. It's a milestone.
A milestone, yes.
A
Well,
milestone. Oh my god. Anyway, for people who don't know, hi, I'm Ethan.
yes. So with me today, as not new followers, but you know, you're all aware of who Ethan is.
And this is Archie.
You don't have to. You don't have to introduce me. It's okay.
We gotta. We have to.
Yeah.
For the sake
Well.
of the podcast, for the sake of something new, this
Mm,
new thing we're doing.
okay. Thank you. Yes, I am Archie, and welcome to our podcast. Let's get in the room now. Get-
Uh,
Hello. It is
hello,
us.
hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome.
Welcome to Vibin' with Archie and Ethan, the podcast. This is basically a podcast where we're just gonna be talking about, ranting about, venting about anything,
Yeah.
practically random shiz.
Mm,
Um, Either we have something planned out for the podcast for like the episode, or it's just anything goes. The chat room, the chat box is there for you guys to like converse with us if you guys want to
if you
like say
have
anything.
anything that you want to talk about or you want us to talk about, like just send us a message in chat, and hopefully we see it. Archie's a legendary. Oh, thank you, Dumb Baldy.
Aw. Aw, yes, he is. He is a legendary artist. Go follow
uh,
Archie in his
oh my
social media.
god. Thank you. I recognize this username. I see them on my Instagram, so thank you.
Oh yeah, I think I know him too. I see him like
Mm,
comment on your posts and stuff like that. Aw, that's nice. That's
mm,
nice. Welcome.
welcome. So, since we don't really have a topic, we're gonna have a random topic generator.
Yes, actually have a topic. I already have like a topic here, a question here, and it
Mm,
definitely like it suits us. It suits us a lot.
mhm.
So this is the first topic for today for our podcast. It's how often do you stay up past 3 a.m.?
Oh my god. Why did you? Worst question.
uh,
Okay.
okay.
Um, wait, hang on.
Me and
Uh,
Archery, like for since last year around October or something. Yeah, around
mm,
October
mm.
last year, me and Archie have been staying up till 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Sometimes if we can't sleep and we've just been like talking for hours, 6 a.m. And
Not very healthy. Do not copy
not
me.
very healthy, but hey, I lost weight from that.
That's I. Okay.
But now I've been gaining weight because I have
Mm,
work and I've been waking up earlier, feeling more drowsy after work and stuff. And also Archie has
mm,
work too. Um, but
yeah.
those times where we stay up past 3 a.m., it's because me and Archie just talking about chips.
Mostly, yeah.
Mostly just talking about chips, talking about like backstory or like we're just RP
World
role playing.
building.
Yeah, world building, character development, timelines
Mm,
and whatnot.
mm. Well, I mean,
And
mostly the time, there's only one timeline that we keep track religiously, and
yeah,
that's because we don't. That's because it's the one ship that wasn't supposed to have a timeline.
yeah, that's true. Okay, a backstory because we have like almost all of our ships, like majority of our ships,
Mm.
are just of the same pair of the same two characters, but they're but all these ships are just alternate universes of these two characters.
Yeah.
And their name is
Yeah.
Ace and Damien. So we had this AU, we had this alternate universe where, I'm sorry, there's a storm happening outside. We had this AU, it's called the Spy AU. So just by the name of it, Ace and Damien being mine, and Archie owns Ace. They're both spies, they're both agents. And in this AU, technically, they hate each other.
I
Or
kind
they're
of
just
wish I had a
supposed.
screen to show that.
Yeah,
Remind
you're
me in
right.
the next podcast to make a screen.
Yeah, yeah, fair. Um, yeah, we had they were just supposed to be like, they're not supposed to be a ship. That's the thing, and they weren't a ship for like about a year, and
A year and a half.
several months. Yeah, a year and a half until one day, one faithful day, Archie
One day we were
opened up.
doing an agi. I don't know if you guys know what an agi is, but you basically draw with friends online. So we had a canvas and we were drawing. And I think Ethan was the first one who was like, I'm gonna draw Miller. Miller is the name of his character. I'm gonna draw Miller's album cover because it doesn't have an album cover on Spotify. So he was gonna draw that, and I said, okay, I'll draw Cooper. Cooper is mine. And we just started talking about them. Like our agreement was that it was a playground AU where we're not really gonna have like a linear timeline to it or a story to it. It's just just prompts, and we'll snowball from that one prompt. There's no plot A, plot B. As usual, as stories would go, there would be plot points. But for our first agreement was that they weren't going to be like that because we didn't really ship them at first. But the more that we started drawing, the more that we drew them in that agi, we I forgot how exactly it went, but do you want to?
The more we drew them, I started opening up how like, oh, they're, I started talking about how like, oh, they're not a ship and stuff like that. But I think at some point Archie was like, I actually don't mind if Cooper and Miller, Ace and Damien become a ship in this AU, and then my eyes kind of widened like, because I was so shook by that because it came out of nowhere, and like I already accepted the fact that these two weren't gonna be a ship like anytime soon, at all. But Archie opened up the opportunity, the possibility that they could be a ship, and then we could like add story to them, like development, character development. So I was like, I was looking at Archie. Well, not really, because we were talking online. I was like, "Are you sure about that? Are you sure?" Because I kept asking, like, "Are you sure? You sure?" Because you could hear the excitement in my voice when I was asking this. Because listen, all the Aspians so far, they weren't necessarily like there was nothing Nisifu about the NSFW about them. Nisifu. We call NSFW Nisifu. Nisifu. There was nothing Nisifu about it because
they're very vanilla.
They're very vanilla. Most of the pretty much the Aspian ships are very vanilla. But the thing with Cooper and Miller is that there is so much, even not with them not being a ship before, there was so much sexual tension between them. So there was no way. I was like thinking in my head, I was already like thinking like there is no way that if we make this into a ship that they're gonna be vanilla as fuck. Those two have so much pent up frustration.
Not a single vanilla prompt will be born from that idea of them getting together.
Yeah, and so Archie was just like, sure, yeah, why not? I was so fucking shocked. I was like,
It's the they got you with a horny grip.
Uh,
Yes, they
what?
did. Thank you, Sam. Thank you. Thank you for the eloquence.
God damn it! Listen, because I'm horny on main, and Archie is like low key.
Look, you do not, don't you
Yeah,
dare
I
call
won't
me
go
out
further
downstream. How dare you?
because we're talking about Cooler. Their ship name became Cooler, like Cooper
Oh
Miller
my
Cooler,
god,
which
yeah.
sounds dumb at first, but then ever since that faithful night, we've just been in call past 3 a.m. just sobbing, screaming, yelling, Cooler, Cooler.
Loki sounds like a lie. Hey, wait, what exactly is the lie? What is the lie here? Sam, elaborate. I would like to know. Hello? Explain.
Yeah, and then yeah, we've been just up like till 3 a.m. till 4 past 3 a.m. 3 a.m. was just like, okay, it's 3 a.m. Okay, let's keep going.
Do you
Yeah, I
want
was
to
like,
sleep?
okay,
Nah, I'm
like
not sleepy.
yeah, I'm not sleepy. Oh, you still want to talk about Cooler? Yeah, let's talk about Cooler. Because there are also other times where, since we had the other Asmian ships, one of us would be like, "Do you want to talk about something else?" And then like we try to um, evade the topic of Cooler, like because we felt guilty that we're not talking about the other Asmian ships. Like they need more
We feel
attention than Cooler because we've
guilty.
been putting too much attention. We felt guilty, huh? We felt really guilty. So
Oh
we
god.
tried talking about other ships. Like
Mm,
okay, let's try to develop the story of other ships. But because
mm.
most of them are already together, they're already together. But for Cooler, not yet. There was like a
Most
whole,
of them are
you know,
already in that happily ever after phase.
yeah. Um, so it was what was this? It was kind of hard because we were like they're already happily ever after. Like I mean, yeah, I have fun like doing the what happens after that,
Uh-huh.
but also when you have like another ship in your stuck in your head, like living in your head rent free, you cannot think of anything else but
Freaking
that
brain
ship.
rot.
The brain rot was real. So we'd
Yeah.
attempt to talk about other things, but no, we'd always just go back like, what if this happened in Cooler? Or like, what about
Was that Novi? Bliss.
yeah, that was no that was my sister
Yeah. Bliss.
sneezing in the other room.
Oh, sorry.
But anyway, yeah. Um but yeah, like pretty much since October to today
Mm.
we just talk about Cooler, we just talk about our ships. But lately we haven't been sleeping like past 3 a.m. Now
Yeah. Except
it's
for
not such
the
a
except for the occasional insomnia, but you know.
yeah. But nowadays we actually go to sleep.
Yeah, we actually have to now. So.
Yeah, we have to now because we work now. Okay.
Mm.
Next question.
Next question. Let's go.
Okay. What do you wish your phone could do?
I was literally just staring at my phone. Do you have something? Because I'll think of something.
I wish my phone. Honestly, I don't know. I guess like I don't know. There's nothing that I don't because I don't use my phone as much as I use my iPad. Like my iPad is my life and my laptop. My phone, like I barely use it ever since I got introduced to the iPad. My phone is just like if I'm too lazy to open up my iPad because my iPad's huge as fuck, and my phone's just like portable. It's there, but I can't draw on it. I can't like look at two apps at the same time, which is like so handy when it comes to the iPad. So maybe since my model doesn't have the thing where you can put two apps, like two tabs in one screen, maybe that's what I wish. That's what I would wish my phone could do. But I know that there's some phones that could do that. I don't know why they stopped making that happen. It's such a super helpful. Like that was a really cool
Feature.
was that feature? Feature, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you thought of something now?
Um, Not really, because yeah, the same with I don't really use my phone a lot, except for, deliveries.
Oh my god, yeah, same. Right. Oh my god, Grab.
Yep. I think that's
Ah.
apart from, texting family or messaging family, I don't
Mm-hmm.
really use my phone a lot. Or when I do use it, it's
Yeah,
usually for free.
yeah.
So, and
Same, same. God
there's
damn
not
it.
really, I'm okay with what my phone does right now. I don't think there's anything else I want it to do. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because I also have an iPad, but I don't think I'll be using like the um, two screen feature on a phone because first of all, the screen is tiny. So
The
uh,
screen. Oh yeah.
I do want YouTube to start playing videos in the background though.
Yeah, but that isn't that like the premium feature? You have
Yeah, it
to.
is. It's a premium feature, but I don't want to pay for that.
Yeah, it's not so stupid. Like everyone has been asking for that this
Mm.
entire time, and yet they like, okay, we'll give it to you, but it's a premium. I'm like,
They're like, okay,
fucking
we'll give
damn
it to
it!
you,
That's not the fucking point.
but it's behind a paywall.
Yeah. Ugh. Don't you just hate that?
I hate it. I
And
hate it
nobody
all.
liked that.
Nobody liked that.
Yeah. Then every time you open YouTube now, it fucking blasts you with like, try the YouTube Premium for 1 month free. I'm like, no, no, fuck you.
I don't want it for 1 month. I
It's
want
like
it all the
we've been
time.
asking. Yeah, exactly. And also, the thing is, it's so funny. Like that's what they're trying to give us. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
the feature that they're trying to sell to us. That is
Mm-hmm.
apparently not for free, and yet there's other things for free. Like I mean, at least that has that feature, like Spotify, iTunes, like
Mm-hmm.
actual music apps that do that
Mm-hmm.
for free. They have ads, yeah, but that's pretty much it. And then YouTube is that's their selling point for YouTube, like YouTube Premium. Then no, what's the point?
Yeah.
I already have that. Sell me something else, like that isn't just that. I don't even know the other features of YouTube Premium. I already have like YouTube. Like what do I want more except to watch videos? Ads. Well,
I mean,
it got. Remember the time when there were no ads on YouTube?
yeah, those were the good old days.
Those were the days, the good old days, and now you have to sit and watch two ads, 6 seconds, both long. It's like imagine 12 seconds of not like stopping the ad. You have to watch 12 seconds of your life waste
That's 12
away.
seconds that you'll never get back, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, and people just they just close the tab, open it again, or like
Or they refresh the screen
don't even.
until it stops
Yeah, yeah.
adding the ads.
Yeah, it's so dumb. It's so freaking dumb. I don't get that. Okay, next topic.
Next topic.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Speaking of
These are.
things, what's the most frust- what's the most frustrating app you have tried?
Oh god. Hmm.
Most frustrating app. Hold on. Let me
Phone or.
I'm looking through my I guess app like phone, iPad.
Hmm.
I'm looking through my apps.
Well, the thing is,
Hmm.
if it frustrates
Hmm.
me, it's very likely that it's not going to be in my screen anymore.
Fair, that's true. Okay. Okay, I have something that has frustrated me and now I don't
Mm,
use it as
mm.
much. It's more like it's not frustrating all the time. It was just that one time. It's Line.
Ah, why?
Remember
What happened
Line?
with Line?
Okay. So you know how Line is this how do you say it? Messaging app where it has really high encryption shit. And it's so high encryption that once you log out, then log back in to Line, all your messages, your chats get deleted. And you have to back it up. And to not get it deleted, you have to okay, this is the weird part. Android and iOS Line apps are not connected. Because I'm signed in to my iPad, which is iOS. And then I tried to sign in to my Android phone back then. When I signed into my Android phone, none of the messages show up because, right, it's encrypted. So it doesn't, those messages don't transfer to that phone.
Yeah.
But the thing is, so I got so pissed off, like, oh my god, my messages aren't here in my phone. Like, what's the point? So I went back to my iPad. Lo and behold, it signed out of my fucking iPad.
Ouch.
Line signed me out. When I logged into my iPad, everything got erased. All my messages got deleted.
Ooh.
All of the photos and the art,
Ooh.
especially from our friend group, all got deleted. And I got so pissed because of that encryption thing. And just because and just because the Android and iOS does not like connect the encryption shit, they don't sync. Boom, all of it got deleted just because I signed into Android, and it didn't give me a warning. That's the thing. That's the frustrating thing. It did not give me a warning. Aside from that, if I tried to sign in, and since back then we were all in line at the moment, us and me, Archie, and our friends. We were all in line at the moment, so we weren't using Discord at that time because at that time, you know,
the whole internet
privacy was
Act thing.
Privacy was a thing. Yeah, privacy was like a big iffy thing at the time. So we wanted to go to a more encrypted place, private place, more secure place. So we went to Line. But yeah, so Line was a piece of shit. Deleted all my messages. I was so sad. I was so frustrated about that. And apparently there's a PC version of Line, and the PC version can only be connected to the Android version. It cannot be connected to the iOS version. So I got so pissed at that. And also, not only that, the iOS version, or at least mine, the one on my iPad, can't connect to my phone number. So I can't buy any of the stickers there. I can't actually access a lot of the things that Line gives to you. Just because, like, I'm using the quote-unquote iOS version, and then it says, like, oh, if you want to do this and that, you have to log into your PC. But fuck that. If I log into my PC, my fucking Line here is gonna get poofed away again. But that's pretty much it. How about you? Do you have a frustrating app?
I was about to say I don't have a frustrating app.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Everything's just peachy.
Everything is peachy keen. On desktop though.
Peachy keen. On desktop, what's
on
your
desktop? The one I hate the most is split cam.
Split cam.
I don't know if anyone's ever used it. I think so because it's like the free version of Manycam. But split cam has this thing where it glitches out for some reason. I don't know why it does that, but this isn't as frustrating as Line. Let me tell you that it's not as frustrating as Line.
My God.
But on split cam,
yeah, but
I have to show because of work, I have to show certain parts of my screen, right? So sometimes we have meetings where I have to show my face to them. So of course I have to switch screens. But sometimes split cam decides to hey, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna follow whatever you want to do. And I'm just like, why? Why though? But why though? So I'm in the middle of the
But
day and
why?
I have to restart my entire PC just to get it to work again.
Oh
And
my
sometimes
god.
it doesn't even work again. I have to restart it again. So
Jesus.
that's one thing I hate because, well, it's freaking split cam. So I can't really. It's the one that works for work. So I don't have
What
any
what's
other.
the
Hmm?
what's the app that you guys use for your meetings then? Like when you have to show your stuff at work. Like it doesn't have a screen share option. Usually a lot of the, you
It
know,
does. It
meeting
does.
apps
The
have the screen share.
problem is that when I use a screen share option, it highlights my screen. It highlights my, my account. That's not supposed to happen because, it's a Zoom meeting. It's a meeting for everybody. Everybody
Oh.
talks. So my screen,
Mm.
instead of having my face, it should have the thing. It should have the work on it.
Oh, okay.
It
Okay,
shouldn't
okay.
be
Gets
highlighted in the call. So yeah,
in the call.
yeah. So that's why I need
I
split cam.
see. I see.
But split cam is a little bitch
God,
sometimes,
that's
and I hate it.
it's a bitch sometimes.
Yeah, but that's my problem. That's the worst app
Yeah.
basically that
God,
I've used lately.
that's so frustrating. Oh,
Not as
okay.
frustrating as
If
line
we're
though.
gonna talk about if we're gonna talk about PC programs, don't
Mm.
get me fucking started on Blender.
Oh god. Okay,
Because,
actually, go,
oh
keep
my
going. Go
god.
talk about Blender. I want to hear this frustration.
Okay, so recently, me and Archie joined this Discord group. I'm not gonna say. And there's this channel of the Discord group where they put out renders of Roblox
3D
characters
models, yeah.
and 3D models of Roblox characters, like really nicely rendered stuff. And I wanted to do that. And I believe this is something that I always mention, but I believe that that Blender is the gym alternative or the workout alternative of artists. Like when an artist says, I'm gonna learn how to use Blender," they don't. That's
Yeah,
just a that's just an empty promise. Like most of the time we don't learn Blender because Blender is hard as fuck. And
it is. It is.
I
Yeah,
was
I can attest
encouraged
to this.
by this Discord. Yeah, I was encouraged by the Discord server that, like, if they can do it, if these people can do it, then I can do it. I can learn how to do Blender for my Roblox characters because me and Archie are very addicted to Roblox. And I wanted to do renders of me and Archie's characters and also other people's characters.
I feel like
So
addiction isn't the right
I
word at
put
this
up
point.
yeah, fair. So um I ended up putting up I ended up looking up tutorials on how to do Roblox um renders in Blender and how to do blend just the basics of Blender. And even until now, like, so yeah, I learned how to use it for Roblox renders. And God, like, I needed like a person's help to
Mhm.
actually tell me what to do because the a lot of the Blender tutorials don't show you shortcuts. And
Yeah.
a lot of Blender has so many shortcuts. There's so many things going on in Blender. So much shit going on Blender, like so many parts of it. There's an animation part, there's sculpting part, modeling part, rigging part and crap like that, texture part,
Mm.
shaders and shit like that. That you won't be able to like what's that? Um take all of that into your mind in one day, in one sitting.
Mhm.
And not only that, like a lot of the video tutorials on YouTube don't help at all, especially if you're just starting out. And this is supposed to be beginner tutorials, and they don't give you shit.
Yeah, they
That's what
don't.
was so frustrating. And then I had to ask someone in the Discord server to help me out. So I DM'd them. We exchanged like, oh, how do I do this? And then they were like, oh, you just do this and that. Tangina, putang ina. None of what they said, none of what they told me showed up in any of those tutorials. So I was like, it was a sigh of relief because the way they taught me how to do it sounded so simple, and I was like, why did any of these fucking tutorials tell me that? Because if if they just told me this, like if they told me like a step-by-step guide, which they're not doing, a lot of their step-by-steps are missing so many points. A lot of their step-by-steps is something like automatic to them, so they don't realize that like, oh, there's this thing that like maybe people don't know that I have to do, like a shortcut or something that or a setting that I put that's there already. So like if you just follow a YouTube tutorial on how to render Roblox characters in Blender, you're not gonna do it right.
Yeah.
But when you follow someone who knows it, like if you have a friend or a person you know personally that knows how to do Blender, go up to them and ask them. That's when you'll be able to figure things out, especially if they're good at like pointing it out, because they'll point it out to you, and you'll know exactly what you're doing wrong because they're gonna tell you that. And that's what I like about having someone teach you things talaga, like rather than just learning about it online. I guess like I'm guessing that's the frustrations of online classes. But I have graduated, so I don't know the feeling.
You don't have that problem
but
anymore,
God,
but still.
we don't have a problem anymore. But God, it's so frustrating. My God. And there's still so many things like and now like I'm better at rendering. I already taught Archie how to render in Blender.
Yes.
And
Yes,
he learned it just by me teaching him. He didn't look up any of the fucking tutorials. I taught him it. And he's a really fucking good Blender user. And like apparently in the Discord server, like a lot of the other people who do renders, they also like, we interact with them more, and like it's, they like our art. We like their art as well. But God, like now we're almost all of us are equals.
Yeah.
I was like thinking, Jesus Christ,
it took such a short time.
Yeah,
catch up because you had someone to teach you. Well, for me it was you, but someone in the Discord server who taught you. So it's so much easier to have someone else teach you how to use Blender rather than having like reading it up yourself, because the problem with Blender, as you have mentioned before multiple times, is that they don't retain their designs. I'm sorry, there's a dog. That's the neighbor's dog. They don't retain most of the what do you call this? Settings? Is that the right word?
Yeah. Because they update.
It changes every time it updates. It's a completely different UI. It's a completely different whatever tool you want to use is suddenly somewhere else in the So whatever tutorial that you saw, like, I don't know, a few months ago, it's not going to be the same layout currently. Like if you watch something from 2019, if you watch it's different on 2020. It's different again this year. So
hi, Orby.
Oh, hi, Orby. Just dropping by because I gotta do chores in a bit. Say honestly, thank you. I'm glad you like it.
Clap. Yeah. But yeah, like what Archie said. They keep updating the versions, and not only that they changed the interface, they also fucking changed some of the terminology. So it's like I'm watching this tutorial where it's like, okay, go to the nodes editor, and I was like, okay, tries to find that, and then there are several fucking node editor listed. So I was like, which one? Which one do I pick?
What do you mean there's
What
a
do
node?
you mean? And like
What
in
node?
the tutorial, there's only one for them, but the newest update of Blender has 3 or 4, and then the one that the tutorial goes to isn't even the isn't even called a node editor anymore. It's like a shade. It's called shaders
Mm-hmm.
editor. And
Mm-hmm.
I was so frustrated. I was so mad. I think I got a headache doing
Yeah.
learning Blender on my own before I got to actually asking people. Um, Jesus. Also, apparently, I have to eat dinner.
Oh, do you want to be a V screen or do you want to
Yes, we
stop the
can
screen?
we can stop stream now. I think we actually 38 minutes. That's
38
actually a lot.
minutes. Do you want to come back later or do you want to finish it now?
We can come back later if you want. You can talk
All
more.
right, we can
We
talk
can
more.
vibe more. Yes,
We're gonna
yes.
eat dinner. I'm so sorry, guys, but yes.
Yes, we have to eat.
We'll be
But
back. Thank you for dropping by. We'll come back soon.
yes, thank you for vibing with us. We'll have more random topics again.
In an
Random
hour.
kwentuhan rants.
In an hour, I suppose, because we
In
have
an hour.
almost
Yes,
all
yes.
night. So yes, BRB.
Okay. BRB.